The people like inside Myanmar or like from the outside, like what is missing is I think sympathy. They can't sympathize each other. Like, they don't know how difficult the people inside, and also the people inside, they don't know how difficult the situation inside.
That is the thing that became the gap between like this is not a generation gap, but this is the biggest gap between the same generation, and that is huge because like for me I missed my friends, and I want to know how they are doing, what are they doing. So I still have connection with my friends on my social media, so I can see what they are doing, what they are creating, and like every piece they create, I appreciate, and I love to see them. When it became longer, you are outside of the country, and then like obviously like you will miss a lot of things that inside the country because you are not there. We can consider what is happening through what our friends are doing, what the youths are doing. People inside the country, friends inside the country, they cannot 100% see how people outside the country, due to the forced displacement, forced migration, how they have to feel, how they have to deal with how they feel. So there's the gap between them. But what is the same is that we all are on the same boat. We all are at the same page. Wherever you are, revolution is literally everywhere. Wherever you are, like which continent are you? Like east part of the globe or west part of the globe? Like until now, each individual, they do what they are good at, and they do what they like to do in the sense of revolution, and more important, resilience. If the community inside the country and outside the country, if we both have the same vision on the resilience and the hardship that we are now facing.
What's your perspective on art to resist the dictatorship?
The power of art in rejecting and eliminating dictatorship is very powerful because it's the soft power, and also when a person sees an artwork or listens a song, the first thing touched to the listener or art consumer is their heart, and then later the brain. Headline news, these news are important, but they are not durable for a long time. But an artwork that can express the situation or how the people are oppressed, that kind of artwork can last for decades, centuries. The music in Myanmar and the music scene, what we can do a lot and now trying to do is you can express how music can help in the fighting the dictatorship. They have some direct effectiveness, like advocating or calling for what people want, what kind of country they want, what kind of country they hope. And also if we use the art as a medium for long-term processed work aiming to a new society or forming a new country, that is also useful. For example, in Myanmar music scene, you can see a lot of songs, a lot of events, but they are mostly in Burmese language. But there are a lot of great songs in other different ethnic languages. So that is what I am now doing, Like for me, when I feel depressed, there is my playlist that I listen again. When I listen that playlist, all of my unorganized mind and my depression, they became settled, and through the lyrics of the songs, I regain my motivation and my strength again.
What do you hope for the future of Myanmar?
I always say with my friends, like people around me, that now we are literally writing the history by ourselves, our own hands. For the future, what I hope or what I want is for the hope of the collectiveness, Since the independence, we Myanmar people didn't have much chance to live as a human, because as a human you have basic needs for the food, for the shelter, and also there are other sentimental values, the love between the family, and also the freedom to express your opinions, your feelings. These were oppressed by the military regime, like intentionally or unintentionally. That oppression is rooted even in the small unit as a family. My hope for the future of Myanmar is the place where people can live as a human and then value the diversity, the brave to express your feeling and your desire. That is the most important. That is the most important. Throughout the history, we live in the country, but the words that we want to say, but we didn't. After these 2 years, we became to realize the reality. Because at first we were busy with false hopes. And later on we get better understanding about the present situation and then the past, and we at the same time we are hoping for the future. So what I want to tell is this is a long journey, and also now we passed more than 2 years, and now is the time to settle our. After these years, we have faced different situations and different oppressions, and then later we understand each other more. We realize what is each weakness and strength, and we need to collaborate, we need to coordinate more wherever you are, and then if we connect these strength pieces, we can have a stronger picture, and then we all are on the same boat. So all we have to do is row together. And we are on the same boat, so the direction need to be the same too. But because if one is rowing to the east and the other is west, that is not a work done. So I want to tell to my friends and then people who have still the hope and the commitment to the revolutions. So I want to remind us that we've done so far, and we haven't reached to the goal, but we are on the track, and we've passed different milestones. So I want to remind ourselves that we've did a great job so far. So we need to appreciate ourselves and what we did too. In different ways, In the early days, we were very angry, we were afraid, we were intangible, we were vulnerable, and then later on, with the collective momentum, we literally can build our mass motivation. We've done different milestones in different sectors, different sectors. So I want to remind ourselves to appreciate what we have done, and also we still have the road to walk. The most important thing is not to stop. And also we have our legs to walk, and we have our hands to hold each other, and because we only have us. And if we are divided, the junta, they will be very happy, and
Yeah.
that is the old strategy they have used and been using, divide and rule.
Yeah.
So in youth, we are youth, but it's easily to divide youth inside Myanmar and youth outside Myanmar.
Yes.
If we are still like holding it and okay, we are youth outside of Myanmar and we have to strike and we have to leave the country, but people inside, what are they doing? We cannot blame, and we shouldn't blame like this. People inside the country too, they also have to understand how our friends had to leave the country.
Yeah.
So like if we see each other and if we look at ourselves and appreciate what we have done, we can have the unity and we can go forward.
Yeah, that's really inspiring. Well, thank you so much for your time and really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, okay.
Democracy